December 1, 1948. Somerton Park Beach, south of Adelaide, Australia. A body lies against the seawall, legs crossed, as if sleeping. He wears a pressed suit, polished shoes. His pockets contain no identification, no wallet, but they do contain a scrap of paper that will echo through history. Welcome to the channel. December 1, 1948. 6:30 a.m. A couple walking along the shoreline discovers a body lying against the seawall. The man is well dressed, legs crossed, as if sleeping. A half-smoked cigarette rests on his collar. He will become one of the most enigmatic figures in Australian criminal history. The body shows no signs of struggle. His pockets contain an unused train ticket from Adelaide to Henley Beach, a city bus ticket, American-made items including a juicy fruit gum packet and an aluminium comb. No wallet, no identification, no hat. Forensic examination reveals a man aged approximately 40 to 45. Grey eyes, fair to ginger hair, slightly grey at the temples, standing 180 centimeters tall. Broad shoulders, narrow waist, hands showing no manual labor. His calves show muscular development consistent with someone who performed dance. The man wears quality clothing: a white shirt, red, white and blue tie, brown trousers, knitted pullover, fashionable grey and brown double-breasted jacket of American tailoring. Every single clothing label has been deliberately removed. Multiple witnesses come forward. On the evening of November 30th, they saw a man matching his description lying on the beach. One couple observed him extend his right arm fully, then drop it limply. They assumed he was drunk or asleep. Pathologist John Burton Cleland estimates death occurred around 2 a.m. on December 1st. The last meal was a pasty eaten 3 to 4 hours beforehand. Initial examination suggests the man had been in top physical condition. The post-mortem reveals congestion of the stomach, duodenum, kidneys and liver. The spleen is 3 times normal size. Pathologist John Dwyer concludes, "I am quite convinced the death could not have been natural." He suggests poison. January 14, 1949. Adelaide railway station staff discover a brown suitcase with its label removed, checked into the cloakroom after 11 a.m. on November 30th. Inside, red check dressing gown, size 7 red felt slippers, shaving items, sharpened scissors, a stenciling brush. Most clothing labels have been removed, but police find 3 dry cleaning marks and the names T. Keen on a tie, Keen on a laundry bag and Keen on a singlet. A nationwide search finds no missing T. Keen in any English-speaking country. Coat in the suitcase is determined to have been manufactured in the United States, not imported to Australia. This suggests the man had either visited America or obtained the coat from someone who had. With wartime rationing still in effect, such clothing was difficult to acquire. Police reconstruct his movements. He arrived by overnight train from Melbourne, Sydney or Port Augusta on the morning of November 30th. He purchased a ticket for the 10:50 a.m. train to Henley Beach but never boarded it. He checked his suitcase, then took a bus to Glenelg. During the inquest, investigators discover a tiny rolled-up paper in a fob pocket sewn within his trouser pocket. The paper bears the printed words Tamam Shud. Experts identify the phrase as Persian, meaning it is finished or it is ended. Police launch an Australia-wide search for a copy of the Rubaiyat, with the last page torn out. Following a public appeal, a man comes forward with a 1941 New Zealand edition, published by Whitcomb and Toombs. He claims it was thrown into his car in Glenelg around the time of the death. On the inside back cover of the book, forensic examination reveals faint indentations. 5 lines of text in capital letters. The text remains undeciphered. The letters, W.R. Goababt M. Lioi W.T. Baim Panet M. Liabo Ayak Itmsam Scab. Also found in the book, a local telephone number. It belongs to a nurse named Jessica Ellen Jo Thompson, who lives at Moseley Street in Glenelg, approximately 400 meters from where the body was discovered. When police interview her, she claims not to know the dead man. Police show Jessica Thompson a plaster cast bust of the dead man. Detective Sergeant Lionel Lean describes her reaction, completely taken aback, to the point of giving the appearance she was about to faint. She claims she cannot identify the person. Jessica Thompson tells police that during World War II, while working at Royal North Shore Hospital in Sydney, she owned a copy of the Rubaiyat. In 1945, at the Clifton Gardens Hotel, she gave it to an Australian Army lieutenant named Alf Boxall serving in the water transport section. July 1949. Police locate Alf Boxall in Sydney, working at the Randwick bus depot. His copy of the Rubaiyat is intact, with the words Tamam Shud still present on the final page. Boxall is unaware of any connection to the dead man. Boxall's intelligence connections fuel speculation. During the Cold War's early years, the case attracts international attention. The FBI and Scotland Yard assist but cannot identify the man. The case becomes shrouded in espionage theories. Professor Cedric Stanton Hicks, pharmacology expert at the University of Adelaide, testifies that certain drugs could be lethal in small oral doses while remaining undetectable. The drugs are later revealed to be digitalis and warbane cardiac glycosides. November 1959. A witness comes forward with new information. He and 3 others saw a well-dressed man carrying another man on his shoulders along Somerton Park Beach the night before the body was found. This supports theories that the body may have been moved after death. Years later, in a Harvey from the Strathmore Hotel reveals that a strange man stayed in room 21 or 23 around November 30th, checking out on the 30th. He carried only a small black case. An employee looking inside described an object resembling a needle. 2011. An Adelaide woman contacts anthropologist Maciej Henneberg about an identification card found in her father's belongings. The card, issued in the United States to foreign seamen during World War I, bears the photo of H.C. Reynolds. Henneberg finds anatomical similarities, including a unique mole on the cheek. 2013. Jessica Thompson's daughter Kate tells Channel 9's 60 Minutes that her mother lied to police and did know the dead man's identity. Kate suggests both her mother and the Somerton man may have been spies, noting Jessica could speak Russian and taught English to migrants.